and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button before you leave, and as I say pretty much every single time, if you haven't already, hit the little bell down below for notifications on when I put up new videos. I upload twice a week. Alright, so you're already seeing from the title of the video that this is a fashion to figure haul. I've never ever, I think at least in my life, tried anything from fashion to figure before, so this is totally brand new to me. I'm super excited to get into the haul because I got some really great pieces, but I do want to say before I get into this video that they did send along these pieces for me to try out in a haul for you guys and style some pieces in a few outfits. So I'm actually going to have a link to my description with my blog, and I've actually styled one of these pieces already by the time this video has gone up, and it's probably hands down one of like my favorite outfits that I've put together like this summer. I have a mix of clothing, I have some accessories and some shoes to show you in this haul. Spoiler alert, very pleasantly surprised with everything I got. So as per usual, grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get started. Alright, so this is the first piece in the haul, and this is actually the piece that inspired me to do it this way versus my usual way, because it made me feel so good when I looked in the mirror, and this is kind of like the perfect romper slash play suit, like especially for such a transitional time of year. I feel like once my birthday is done, that's it. We're like in October mode, we're in Halloween mode, and I feel like this is like the perfect mix of both worlds. So I got this piece in a 3X. I do have the tag here, which is one of the beneficial reasons of me recording it this way, and it retails online for $54.90. This is actually pretty good quality. I would say $54.90 is like a little bit expensive in my opinion, but I feel like a piece like this is pretty much something that I would survive in for the summer. Not only like cute, but it's also super comfortable, and again, they're really being very generous with like this particular tummy area with rompers and playsuits this year, and I love that. That makes me very happy. It also is quite roomy around the waist. There isn't like stretch per se, but it's made in a very flowy and loose way. The straps are spaghetti, which means I've got this situation going on. You can see my bra. It's also like a little bit low in the back, and I feel like to pull it up would just mean that you might get like a little bit of a butt wedgie. So the bow portion here is actually like long enough that it can cover the fact that you can see my bra. The breast area is just like never cut in a way that works with my bust, because you can always see the bra, and then I just feel like that kind of takes away from the look. All in all, really like this piece. Yeah, when I like pull it up, it feels kind of like uncomfortable in like my belly and in my butt area, so I'll just have to work something. Okay, so how cute is this dress? I really like it, and first and foremost, I'm wearing this in a size 2. Was a little shocked that it's a size 2 because it is super roomy. This piece and the other piece I just showed you like does have a zipper at the back, but I could just slip this on over my head and I still feel like I have a decent amount of space in this. And so far, my general take, because I haven't tried all these pieces on, is that these pieces do fit pretty generously. This dress, again, kind of makes me feel a little bit more like it's fall, or at the very least it's a really good transitional piece. I just am kind of in fall mode, you guys. I'm really sorry. Let me know in the comments below if that's like kind of where you're at too, because I feel like I'm not the only one. This is a heavier dress, by the way, not like heavy by any means, but it is like lined. It does feel a little bit more heavy than maybe more summer dresses, but like seriously not uncomfortable by any means. The material is like your basic cotton, feels really comfortable on the body, and as I already mentioned, there's a pretty decent amount of stretch. Even at the back here, there's like a pretty decent amount of stretch. So the only thing is, when I actually first tried this on, it was like done up to here because the straps were about midway, and I just adjusted that to make it as loose as it could go. And I will always appreciate when a garment has the ability to kind of like alter a little bit and change certain things, because every person's different, every body's different, so it's just nice to have that option. I just tried to check if there are pockets, and there are no pockets, unfortunately. You guys probably also want to know the price on this one too. It's $54.90. So I think it's about the same price as the other one, if not like a little bit less expensive. Though this is a little bit more on the expensive side, the quality of these clothes seem a little bit better constructed than maybe like your usual fast fashion. I think that there's been a little bit more like attention to detail with this. I'm 5'8", by the way, so if you're about my height or taller, this might not be the right length for you if you don't like short dresses, but I actually really like the length. It's like perfect. It hits me just above the knee, and then I feel like when I walk around and stuff, it'll kind of like like right up a little bit. It doesn't go that high. Okay, how cute is this romper? I am absolutely obsessed with it. First and foremost, it's a size 3X, but I definitely feel like this is really, really generous. There's so much stretch. It's also like made to be super billowy. However, here's just the one thing that I would change about it. I feel like the place in which the waist hits, even though it doesn't seem like it's that low, I wish there was maybe just like a bit more fabric here, because I like it to sit a little higher, but then to pull it a little higher means I have a little bit of snag here, and I think it's supposed to sit like a little lower like that. By the way, generous amount of room in the legs, so if you're more of a pear shape than I am, this has decent amount of space, as well as the arms. You can see there's a generous amount of space, but again, I think it's supposed to be kind of fit a little bit bigger. So a little sad, it's pretty see-through. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe you know what color panties I'm wearing today, maybe you don't, but in my opinion, it's a little see-through. Makes it a little bit more difficult to wear. And I'm gonna acknowledge this really, really quick, because a few of you have said this, and I know this one is pretty wrinkled. The unfortunate aspect of doing hauls like this and doing so many hauls like this is I don't have the time to iron my clothes before I show them to you. I would love to be able to do that, but right now I have like 2 or 3 hauls I gotta record, and I just don't have the time to be ironing all of these or steaming all of these. But I'm sure you can use your imagination and assume that this piece would probably look a lot better with it just being steamed or ironed, because it's adorable and it's also like perfect for the summertime. I really like it. It's super comfortable on the body. It is very lightweight, which I'm sure you can tell by the fact that it's a little see-through. That happens to be one of my biggest gripes about it, but I can deal. Oh, also should mention really quick, this one retails for $48.90, so I feel like these are kind of getting a little cheaper as I show you. How cute is this top? This is the first time I've tried it on. A few of the other pieces I had already tried on before, but I've been really, really dying to try this one on, and it is so much better than I had expected. I'm usually kind of like on the fence about how I feel like with peplum tops. They were like super in for a while, but they've kind of like gone out of style. But this one is super cute. I love it. It's got a pure elastic waistband. The only thing that's like kind of weird is that you have to fidget with it to make it sit like on your waist. It's not like hugely annoying. Also, like the Bardo top is also elastic, which is my favorite thing to see when like something's Bardo, because that means it's going to stay exactly where you leave it, or at least stay a lot better than like maybe not something that wasn't an elastic band, you know what I mean? So I got this in a size 2X. The shirt is $38.90. I just threw something across the room. Honestly, it feels like it's pretty good quality. So a 2X is definitely really appropriately sized for me. Like you can see, it's a perfect fit. It's definitely the kind of way that I like something to fit. If you like something to be like a little bit looser, I would probably suggest sizing up, but I really, really like the fit of this. Also, these pants are not from this haul. I just want to quickly mention that, but I did do a haul with them recently, but I didn't get anything in this haul that necessarily went with it, and I just kind of showed you how I might pair it. I also wanted to mention, before I forget to mention this, I picked up, whoa, did you see that safe? That like is not something that ever happens to me. So I picked up these heels as well. I love this kind of heel where it's like the cork. It is like epitome of the summer look to me. They came in a purple as well, but I just do not have a lot of blue shoes or blue anything. So I went with the blue, and although this isn't like the same color, I feel like they could be paired together. I got these in a size 10, I believe. They're very, very roomy. I mean, if you're new here, one thing that I typically do with my shoe size is size up for heels, because I know I'm gonna need that extra space, especially if they're not wide foot, but these are wide foot, which I guess I didn't realize when I ordered them. So, and they clasp around the ankle. That is what happens when I drop something. Sorry to the people below. Okay, so this is the first piece that I'm kind of on the fence about, only because I kind of wanted it to sit a little bit differently than it does. I got this in a 3X with the hope that it would be big and oversized, and it definitely is. Like, there is a decent amount of space and like extra room in this, which is great if you're big busted, because hello, that's like a lot of work. That's a lot of room to work with. But I kind of wanted it to wear it like a little bit off the shoulder. I was hoping the knot would maybe sit a little bit higher, but I also feel like I can maneuver this and change it really easily. Like, let me just try to do that right now. Yeah, like it's relatively easy to kind of change where that sits. I like a little bit of midriff to show. I think the look is really nice and very sexy. And then obviously if I played with where the button hits, maybe I could kind of get it to sit off the shoulder. The arms and the sleeves are what is making me really, really love it. But I just noticed this. This is weird. This is really weird. So this sleeve is basically fine. This sleeve, on the other hand, has a stitch somewhere here, which is causing it, is it doing that on that side? It's causing it to not really like billow the same on this side. I don't want to like just rip it because I'm scared of ruining the shirt, but like the sleeves are really nice. I really do love the sleeves though. Like they're like kind of piratey, but also very, very me. Really like it. I got it in a 3X and it is $42.90. And then just for those who probably want to see it closed, that's sort of what it looks all about. Okay, so excuse the fact that these pieces don't work together. I just didn't really have a top to go with this skirt, but I've tried it on before and I have a whole outfit photo of how I've styled it. So if you want to see that, I'll have a link to my blog down below. So just go check that out. I promise I did a better job of styling this adorable lemon skirt. I got this in a size 3X, and again, I really do feel like the general consensus with this haul, because I've never tried fashion to figure before, is things do run pretty large. Like this is a 3X. You can see there's a decent amount of stretch, and I wear anywhere from size like 18 to 22 these days, so really like this is a good fit, very, very comfortable, and I feel like if you are even above a size 3X or even a size 4X, this could still work for you because it's free hips and all that stuff. So I am 5'8", as I already mentioned, and this skirt hits me like at the knee, and I really don't know how I feel about that. I kind of wish if it was like there, I'd like it a little bit more, but this one, unfortunately, I lost the tag for. I don't know how much it retails for, but I'm gonna have links to everything in the description below, so just go ahead and feel free to check that out. So this skirt actually came with a top. There was like a set, but unfortunately I think the top was no longer available in my size, which is unfortunate, but also like, I don't know that I'd wear them together. I kind of like the idea of having a lemon skirt that can just pair with a bunch of different things and like also be able to enjoy it for the rest of the summer. I love lemon print. I love it so much. It's one of my absolute favorite fruit prints because I love me some yellow. I also wanted to mention this really quick. I also got this adorable handbag. I mean, actually, you're probably able to call this more of a clutch than anything in this tropical print. I love me tropical print. I even feel like they would kind of look cute together. This is honestly so cute. Everything that I could ever want. Like, I need more clutches like this for fancier occasions. And this only retailed for $28.90, which is actually pretty damn affordable. It doesn't have the option for a strap, by the way, so this is like a straight up clutch, which you could hold like that, or you could hold like that if you want to be like a little bit more high fashion. God, now that I'm wearing this top, like I really like it a lot more, but this part of the haul is not about the top. It also like magnetizes clothes, by the way, so like you don't have to worry about like a zipper or something, which I really like. Okay, hopefully you can see my head and just how long this skirt is, and this is seriously kind of blowing my mind. There's no pockets. I'm like literally digging for pockets right now. There's nothing, which is a little disappointing. This reminds me of a skirt that I used to have ages ago, but it was never loose enough or flowy enough in the way that I wanted. And this one is definitely flowy enough in exactly the ways that I want. It's also like really nice that even though this is a long skirt, it's got a slit in the front. I mean, I don't think that there's buttons beyond that point, where it kind of is like a little bit more than just like a long, almost like matronly skirt, and I like that about it because it's like really nice and really flowy. I like the cut of this top with this skirt, by the way, not the pattern. This one does have an elastic band in the back and it's really, really stretchy. I got this in a size 3X. It retails for $44.90 and it's super, super lightweight. Like you can see how just like easily that moves. I really, really like the feeling of it on my body, and it's like literally going to be the perfect skirt for like being around the house or quickly running out of the house to get some errands done. I can also see myself wearing this for like a really casual day out with friends, maybe with a pair of like my slides or something, and like, oh, I actually have the perfect top that would go for this. As I mentioned, I'm 5'8", and this hits me like just above the ankle, so be mindful of that when you're ordering this for for yourself. If you're shorter than me, this is gonna be pretty long on you. If you're taller than me, it's gonna probably hit like, you know, maybe above the ankle, sort of like that. So it'd actually be like a really good skirt to go to the beach or something, because you could just throw it on like over your bathing suit and then just like pack like a tank top or something for the way home. It's so nice. I can't even explain to you. I just kind of want to wear it for the rest of the day now. Okay, last but not least, I have been dying to try this one on. It's like been sitting in my closet since I got these. It's the one I've been most intrigued with, and this is in a size 3X, by the way, and it definitely fits a little bit smaller in comparison to the others. I feel like it's more of a true size 3X, but it also is a pretty good fit. I just wish, and this is me just being me with my kind of body shape, that I had a little bit more fabric between my midriff and my belly, because I am getting a little bit of snag. I don't know if you can tell. This is, I don't know how to explain the fabric. It feels a little bit like jersey, but it's not. I'm really bad at describing these things. You guys probably already know this if you've been watching this channel for a while, but I really, really like it. It's also pretty stretchy as well, which is nice, very comfortable on the body. It is very pattern heavy and polka dots like all over the belly. So I feel like if you prefer a little bit more of a muted piece, this would not be the one for you, but I am actually really, really liking it. I also really like where it hits me on the leg. I don't know if you can tell. It doesn't hit my ankle. It kind of goes like mid-calf, which I am really, really into that look. This with like a pair of like black wedges or something, or even white wedges or like white slides would look really, really good. So I also quickly wanted to mention the last clutch that I got, which obviously I wouldn't put them together, but I figured black and white, might as well show them to you now. This is different than the other one because it has a wrist strap. If I could just put something on my wrist and not have to worry about holding it and potentially dropping it. And these also do have a decent amount of space on the inside. This one does not have the option to make it like a purse. But again, I mean, you have the wrist strap. You don't really need the purse. And I feel like with something like this, you are gonna want that sort of like clutch look. I think it's like very sophisticated looking and really, really cute. This one is $24.90, so like not super expensive. Well, you guys, that is everything for the haul portion of this video. I'm like racing against the clock right now. The sun has never really come out today. It's been super gloomy, so I apologize if the lighting was not the greatest in this video, but overall the clothes probably was the highlight of this video anyway. I want to thank Fashion to Figure again for sending these pieces. Really, really impressed with pretty much everything I got, and I can't wait to style pretty much all of them. Let me know in the comments below which of these pieces were your favorites. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video because I really don't think that the lighting is super appropriate to film right now. But anyways, don't forget you can find new videos from me every Wednesday and every Sunday, a new blog post every Tuesday and every Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye!